are just a little over 4 weeks away before the new season of Love During Lockup is finally here. And thanks to WeTV, we now know the 6 couples who will be on the new season and a little bit about each couple. First, starting off with Oyana and Jamal, and it looks like their storyline is going to be interesting. So she is actually a stripper from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and she met Jamal before he went to prison because he actually dated her best friend. She always thought that Jamal was cute, but she kept her distance because she wanted to be respectful of her friend. But once her friend and Jamal broke up, she couldn't turn down the opportunity to start talking to Jamal. And as soon as they kind of had a fling going on, he ended up going back to prison. So she has stuck around Jamal since he's been back in prison. And she even took her and her kids and moved them up by him so she can have a place for all of them when he gets out. And apparently Jamal has been hiding a big secret from his family that he plans to spill the tea once he finally gets out of jail. So I'm curious to see what that's about. I'm sorry, but if my best friend started dating my ex as soon as we broke up, I feel some type of way about that. I want to hear the ex get interviewed by WeTV this season. And the next couple we have is Shanta and True. And their relationship just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen because Shanta and True, they're both from Kansas City. And she has never met this man once, but she decided to pick her and her kids up to move to Kansas City to be with True once he gets out. And she has big plans to marry him because he ended up proposing to her while he was in prison. And that's their big plans. As soon as he gets out, they want to have this big, nice wedding. But she has been with him for over 2 years, and she has not went and visited the man once. So she hasn't met him, even though she's had ample opportunity to. So it definitely kind of sounds like a red flag right there. And I feel like if you can move your family across the country to be with this dude, then you can at least go and visit him at some point to see if it's actually worth it. Honestly, it's worth it in Shanta's eyes because she's taken on 2 mortgages and she has sent True over $30,000 while he's been in prison this past 2 years. And if someone's spending that much in prison, then it's a problem. He's up to some shady dealings to be spending thousands every single month in prison. I just do not understand these ladies who be ready to risk it all for these men that they have yet to meet in person. And the next couple is Andrew and Candace, and they are from Greenwich, New Jersey. So according to Andrew, he says he's a hopeless romantic, and when it comes to relationships, he claims that he gives his all. So he was trying to find his happily ever after, and he went searching on the prison pen pal websites, and he came across Candace, and he decided to start writing her, and he said that she was something special, and he decided to pack his bags, move across the country so he can get an apartment near Candace once she gets out so they can live together. And he also has big plans to propose to her as soon as she gets out of prison. But this dude is a little in over his head because I was watching the trailer and he was talking about, oh, I would rather be in love, it's worth it to be broke. And I'm like, what, dude? Being in love is worth being broke? Like, this dude just sounds like he's living over his means to impress this woman. And he even asked, well, hey, maybe I should get another credit card. And it's like, man, so that means you already probably got 1, 2+ credit cards that you've maxed out to impress this girl. And it kind of, I don't know, they kind of remind me of Chaz and Branwen, but with some of the finance problems that, like, Deontay had. He has made some big sacrifices for this girl, and it sounds like he's willing to risk it all for her. And he seemed like he's very emotional, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. That's just what I was picking up from how he was acting when I was watching the trailer. And the next couple is Rick and Samantha. So they are from Gilbert, Arizona. And Rick has been married 2 times, and he's looking for his 3rd wife. And him and Samantha actually dated back when they were teenagers in high school, and then they broke up, they lost contact, and they ended up reconnecting years later while she was in prison. And he was like, hey, you know, let me go ahead and give her another shot. And next thing you know, he popped the question and they got engaged, and they have big plans as soon as she gets out of prison to get married like a few of the other couples. The fifth couple we have is Joey and Michael, and they're going to be the first gay male couple that has ever been featured on the show. So Joey is 48 years old, and he's currently living with his parents. And he started dating this inmate by the name of Michael, and Michael is out of the closet, and he was bragging about how his boyfriend Joey is apparently famous in his prison, and I'm not sure exactly what for. But it sounds like this should be an interesting storyline. They seem to really care for each other from what I've seen from the trailers. And the next and final couple that will be on this season is Tenny and Rob. So Tenny is a mother of 2 children, and she fell head over heels in love with Rob, who was in the middle of serving a 16-year prison sentence. So whatever he did had to be pretty serious to get hit with that much prison time. And Rob and Tenny, they decided to get married while he was behind bars. And Rob has more access to the outside world compared to most inmates because he has his own cell phone. But that's not all, because he also has security cameras set up all around Tenny's home where he keeps watch on her from sun up to sun down, and the cameras have 2-way audio, so he's constantly telling her how he feels about everything. Like, they showed a scene where she had her sister over and she's changing into some outfits to go out with her sister, and then all of a sudden you hear Rob talking through the camera saying, "What you got on? You really gonna wear that out?" and telling her that she needs to change, and how maybe WeTV decided to recycle the cameras they're gonna use for Monique to put cameras around Derek's grandma's house. And they're like, well, we gotta use these cameras for something. But it seems like Tenny is starting to get extremely annoyed with the fact that this man, he's in prison, he has nothing but time, and he's just constantly monitoring her to where it seems like it's starting to become too much for her, and she feels like he's controlling her too much by having constant tabs on her. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. The new season of Love During Lockup premieres on Friday, April 19th at 9/8 Central. So stay tuned for that. We are literally a little less than 4 weeks away. I cannot wait. But let me know what you guys think about everything and the cast selection for this season in the comments below. Check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.